Now we have it. Okay, so Lala, please, I'm really glad to see you again, to see you healthy. And we are with, how can I say, a kind of excitement to know about Mexican booze because you do an amazing job about this. But we know that, and we would like that you present yourself to all Brazil and all the world that is going to see you.
Hi, thank you very much, guys. And I want to say hello all my friends of Brazil and all the spirits of Latino-America, America Latina. Spirits is the great drinks in the world. Cachaças, rums, mezcal, tequila, bacanora, raicilla, tusca, refino, comiteco, any products of the great spirit of the Latin people, you know. And Lala Noguera, I'm Laura, but everybody calls me Lala. And I'm an activist of the agave spirits in Mexico, you know. And in my beginnings is I am a producer of pulque for the side of my mom. You know, the pulque is a traditional drink, the ancestral drink, pre-Hispanic drink in Mexico. It's only the fermentations of the savia or the aguamiel of the agave, you know. In the heart of the agave have the liquid, a sweet liquid, the extract with the acocote. You know the acocote?
No, but you can send a picture and I'm gonna put in the middle of it.
I have the acocote. Let me show you.
I'm gonna have one cachaça.
Very quickly. It's like a Flintstones tools.
Okay.
It's like the Flintstones tool. Ooh. Okay, this is the acocote. With this object or tool, the tlachiquero is the name of the pulque producers in Mexico, and put this side into the heart of the agave, and you extract the savia and put your finger and introduce the liquid into the pig skin. Pig skin.
Pig? Oink, oink?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a bag made from pig skin?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or in a bottle of wood bottles. Wood bottles, you know? The tlachiquero is the producer in Mexico to produce pulque. Tlachiquero. Tlachiquero means, I am a tlachiquera. Tlachiquero means in Nahuatl idiom, the Aztecs, the idiom of the Aztec is Nahuatl, okay? And tlachiquero means is the man or woman to extract the salt of the land. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. And
it's poetic.
Exactly, it's poetic. Okay, and this is the pulque. The pulque is the pre-Hispanic drink in Mexico.
In what region they produce the pulque? It's just for one place, or do you have many places in different kind of pulque?
It's in the altiplano of Mexico, in the center of Mexico. No, Mexico. Mexico calls the center of the city is Mexico City. And all the República Mexicana is República Mexicana. But the real name of Mexico, of all the territory, is United States Mexicanos.
Okay.
Unidos Mexicanos is the real name of Mexico. But
amazing.
Our neighborhood say no. No, I'm kidding. It's Mexico. Okay, the pulque produced only in in Puebla, in Mexico, and in the states of Mexico, and Aguascalientes, in Oaxaca, and then also in Mérida. The Mayas produces mezcal, pulque for many, many years.
Interesting.
You know? Very interesting. It's the most powerful drink in Mexico. Also, the Führer, you know, the Führer in Germany,
Yes.
Adolf Hitler,
Yes.
sent many guys, sent at Mexico, at many German scientificals, to found the drink of the life, you know, like aqua vitae.
Yes.
Like the same grail of the life. And many people say, Führer in Mexico has a drink to have a powerful, you know, the pulque, bring me the pulque. And I have a movie, a short movie. I have the short, this short movie to explain.
You must send me.
Yeah, to explain the Germans the process of the pulque for the Führer, and bring the pulque in a plane at Germany, and I say at Führer, this is the pulque, drink, and Führer drink the pulque. Really, it's amazing. I think the video is of 10 minutes of video. Okay.
Oh my God.
It's
Amazing.
It's amazing. And then before of the pulque, when the Spaniards conquers Mexico, or yes, when the Spaniards conquered Mexico, bring the alambique, the copper steel, you know, the copper steel. And this is the history of the beginnings of the mezcal, or vino, mezcal wine. The real name of all the mezcals, all mezcal calls tequila, bacanora, raicilla, sotol, tusca, refino, comiteco is mezcal wines. With different.
Although they might be distilled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though are wines.
Yeah, but for example, the tequila is a mezcal wine. For a regional name is tequila, okay? And bacanora from Sonora, from the north of Mexico, between United States, calls bacanora for the region. The little town in Sonora calls bacanora, and the drinks calls bacanora, but it's another mezcal, but with different name. For the region.
But is only the name, or they are different from raw material and process?
It's different agaves, it's different process, and it's different regions. But it's mezcal. It's mezcal. It's mezcal. For example, in tequila, use the tahona. You know the tahona, okay. And for the cook of the pineapples of the agave, use the overs of mamposteria. You know the mamposteria? It's like a rooms. It's like a rooms. Okay. Like a room to put the pineapples into the room and inject the steam.
Yes.
In the room to cook the pineapples. And then before go to the tahona, okay?
Okay.
And then before
this happening with mezcal?
For tequila.
For tequila. Tequila. Oh, okay.
And tequila is another mezcal. It's another mezcal. Okay? Okay, this is the process of the tequila. And now the tequila is very industrial.
Yes.
Use the columns for distillation.
Big columns, big ovens.
Exactly.
But tequila is just made from the blue agave, and and we also call it the agave weather. But
Yes.
how is the traditional name of this agave in Spanish, in Mexican?
Okay, let me explain. You use the name of agave for the scientific term of the plant.
Okay.
Okay, and maguey for the common name.
Okay.
But it's the same. This is agave tequilana Weber, blue variety, scientific
Okay.
name. You use agave. Common name is blue maguey
Blue maguey.
only. For example, in the case of the mezcal espadín, you know the espadín. You know the espadín, okay.
Love the espadín.
Yes. You use agave angustifolia Hall, scientific name. And you use maguey espadín for a common name.
Okay.
Perfect.
You use agave only for explain the scientific name of the plant. Okay? And
One
you use
question.
maguey.
One question that you recently posted in your Instagram was about the discovery and the beginning of tequila producer.
Yes,
Producing
from
was not actually in Jalisco.
No, it's in Jalisco, but it's not in Tequila, the town of the Tequila.
Okay.
It's in another little town called Amatitan, Jalisco.
Interesting.
Amatitan, Jalisco.
And Amatitan is that region that produced tequila?
Yes, it's the original region to produce tequila. Or
Amazing.
not tequila, mezcal wine.
Mezcal wine.
They produce
Vino,
mezcal.
vino mezcal wine. Vino
Not
mezcal?
tequila.
No, tequila is the name of the little town.
Yes,
Yeah,
but it's also a dog. It's not that a region,
DLC,
a DLC.
Yeah, but the reality is the original of the Amatitan, nor of the Tequila Jalisco. It's Amatitan Jalisco, nor of the Tequila Jalisco.
In Amatitan, they produced the tequila, the
Yes,
product,
Tequila Cuervo,
but
for
was
example.
not in the industrial way of producing or was something like this. You have tequila now in the industrial scale,
Yeah,
but in Amatitan, how it was?
it's the same. It's industrial.
Yes?
Yes, it's industrial.
Okay.
Amatitan, Los Altos de Jalisco, and Tequila Jalisco. Or for example, the tequila produced in 5 states in Mexico: Jalisco, Tamaulipas, Michoacán, Guanajuato, and Nayarit, with denominación de origen, appellation of origin, tequila.
Okay.
5 states in Mexico, not only in Jalisco produce tequila.
Okay.
It's the same like a mezcal. Mezcal produced in 9 states of Mexico, 9 regions of Mexico. Not only in Oaxaca, because all the people think only producing the mezcal in Oaxaca. No, in Tamaulipas, in Sinaloa, in Veracruz, in 22 states, but only 9 have the appellation of origin mezcal.
Yeah, I also know that in Oaxaca, they produce a very good aguardiente de caña.
Yes, for example, no, or whiskey with maize, with corn.
Yeah.
Really?
With
Should be
criollo,
sweet.
or yes, criollo corn or native corn.
Corn.
The
Amazing. You must send picture about from this corn.
Yes, I have the corn. Let me show
Oh
you.
my God, you have everything in your house.
Essa aguardente de Oaxaca, eu tomei, é muito
É?
bela cachaça.
É de cachaça? É cachaça, não é não é de melado.
Não, é de
Oh,
muito bem.
this.
Oh, the red corn.
Beautiful.
This
You
is
know that I don't know what the group of indigenous that was in Mexico before, but we also have this corn in Brazil, and there's a kind of indigenous root that we stud. They plant this corn, potato, and also manioc, spreading from all the America. not
Yeah,
only
yeah.
South America, but as
Yeah.
Mexico and Peru and also
Honduras,
what's this?
Central America,
Central America,
Ecuador,
Central
they
America.
they have
Guatemala.
difficult of connect to have water or to have nutrients in the land.
Exactly.
They domesticated all these cultures to help all the indigenous to feed themselves.
Exactly.
It's really interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting because in Mexico today have a laws to protect the original corn in Mexico. No,
Mexico is really advanced.
versus Monsanto. You know Monsanto.
Sí.
It's a monster. It's a
It's a
monster.
monster.
You know, it's a monster.
It's a
And-
monster.
Yeah.
And doesn't taste good.
Exactly.
Doesn't taste at all.
Yeah, yeah, and I am an activist with the little producers to get out the Monsanto of Mexico, please. It's amazing.
Yeah, we
No?
do the same here. We are really connected with all the ingredients and we take care in our work,
Yeah,
consulting bars and restaurants so they could help and develop all the sustainable circle they have around in an imaginative, commercial, but also with a lot of concept of themselves.
Yeah.
What you are going to give for your clients, what the client's going to experience, but in a beautiful way and also in the way that help everybody around them. This is very important, and that's why we connected first of all.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Imagine the agave or the cane in the hands of the Monsanto, for example.
No, it's already.
No, for instance, the agave can produce many mezcal in Mexico. With 3 tons of agave, you produce only 100 liters of mezcal. It's
It's
ridiculous.
incredible.
Incredible, no? No, have many agaves in Mexico.
See, and agave takes a long time to grow and mature.
Yeah,
It's not like sugar cane that 1 year you already have it ready.
For example, my friends in Brazil, in Mexico have 65 different types of agaves, species of agaves, okay? And the agave, for the mature of the agave, for example, in the case of the espadín or blue agave, the mature is 8 or 10 years.
Years
to cook the agave. For example, this agave, cupreata, is of 18 years.
18.
18 or 8?
No. It's 18 years.
18.
18. And
How's the size of this agave?
Like this, like this.
Is very, very high. Let me show you the agaves.
Really? Do you have an agave over there?
I have all in my office, babies.
Oh my God. Oh.
This is agave americana. And this is espadín. No? And this is
You see the difference in the leaves.
Yes, in the leaves. And this is the pextate. The mature is 35 years. And
oh my God.
Little babies grow up of the rice. In the rice.
Yes.
Sí.
In the roots.
In the roots. Yeah.
The roots. You know, this is the little babies of the big mother, you know. And this is Casa Seca.
Oh my God, do you have
Beautiful
them
place.
over there?
Yes.
Beautiful place.
Yes, it's a beautiful place. I have it all in my office. And my copper steel.
Oh my God. A lot of cocktails already. Bottle.
bottles of mezcal in these glasses. And
Yes, you beautiful over there in that picture.
Awesome.
remember when
Yeah.
the producers put the milk?
Interesting.
Yes, it's very
Lala, I
interesting.
have one question that I think many Brazilian might have too.
Yeah.
Here we just mostly have just José Cuervo and maybe Don Julio, but most of people just have access to very bad mezcal, tequila, sorry.
Tequila, yes.
And I would like that you will enhance the difference between good tequila and industrial commercial tequila, and also the difference between tequila and mezcal, because I think I already have a lot of mezcal, but I think
Okay.
not at least what you
Okay.
have.
Okay.
But I think it's important to enhance those things because mezcal is completely different between themselves.
Yeah.
And tequila, you have more than a label to fit in. You have like this kind of profile, but normally, although you have this kind of profile, it's not the meaning that it's going to be good.
Yeah. Okay. My dear friends in Brazil, the difference between the good tequila and tequila industrial is the grade of alcohol. Yeah. More greater alcohol, more flavors and aromas. It's the same of the mezcal. 35% to 38 in the tequilas is a bad tequila. It's industrial tequila. Much water for industrial process, you know. For example,
But if you dilute a spirit in a competition, as we participate together, normally you have also some competitions that you put a little bit of water inside of the beverage to dilute it to open the flavors that were obfuscated behind the
in the
alcohol.
tequila, no, in the tequila, no. Don't
But
put
it's
the
just the water that makes tequilas bad, or is
Yeah.
the producer
No,
process?
tequila's bad, and the bad. No, it's not bad process. It's only an industrial process, and then in the tequila has many water.
Okay.
They put a lot of water to increase the volumes.
Exactly, increase the volume and use the industrial yeast. You know, the
Okay.
yeast. And in the artisan tequila, don't use the industrial yeast. It's an indigenous yeast.
I think it's the reason is that.
Yeah,
The reason is
exactly.
that.
Because remember, in the fermentations, they produce the aromas.
Yes,
And
90%, 99%.
in the fermentation, and the little producers to take care of the fermentation and sleep between the fermentations to
Interesting.
take care of the fermentation.
Yeah. And how long lasts in average the fermentation for
The industrial?
agave wines?
How long it takes?
How long takes the fermentation?
24 hours, a day, a week?
For an industrial, in the industrial?
Both.
Both.
Okay. In an industrial, for hours, 5 hours.
Oh my God.
And in the artisan process, 5 days.
Days.
And in the
God.
mezcal, 8 days.
Whoa.
The fermentation with the indigenous yeasts.
Okay.
It's
This
very
is amazing.
different.
That's why tequila,
Exactly.
industrial tequila is not good. Not because only for the water,
No.
but in 5 hours, you can develop anything.
Anything.
And you
Just
have
how?
many littles. You have many littles when you're big columns to produce tequila. And in the mezcal is very different because produce the mezcal for artisan techniques, ancestral techniques, you know?
How did you keep in Mexico those techniques so alive? Because Mezcal is really ancestral process.
Yeah.
You have different kind of regions, and
Yeah.
each one with different kind of cultures, magueys, and also
Okay.
process.
Yeah.
What the difference between mezcal? All mezcal is good. How it works?
Okay, the difference between, no, okay, let me explain. First of all, in Mexico, the category of mezcal have three different mezcals, you know? Ancestral mezcal, artisan mezcal, and industrial mezcal, okay? And for example, the number one is ancestral mezcal, because don't use taona, no use taona, no use animals, no use copper steel,
How do you do it?
all with your hands, with the
Oh
human,
God.
all with the human force, only. They cut the plant, to carry the plant, to add the plant into the, over in the land, you know? Okay?
And they dig the land to put it.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And use, in the fermentation, you use bull skins, only use bull skins.
Boo?
Bull skins. Cow skins, bull skins, you know?
Amazing. But how? They
And
put it in the
the-
bag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And for the distillation, only in I don't know cómo se dice, olla de barro,
Yes. Okay.
okay? You use only olla de barro in the ancestral.
Made
No
by
usas-
hand also.
No usas animales, ni taona, ni piedra egipcia, Egyptian stone,
Yes.
no? You only
This
use
is really interesting. But the producing is might be just a few.
It's a few, yeah, because con 3 toneladas produces 100 litros in the ancestral process.
How long they take to get 3 toneladas?
3 toneladas is, for example, a one piña of the espadín pesa 900 kilos.
Oh,
You use three pineapples of agave.
my God.
For example, but in the case of
How they carry it? Because it's
you could in many pieces,
amazing.
But in example, in the case of the cupriata from Guerrero, from the state of Guerrero, is very near to Acapulco. You know the beach of Acapulco. Okay, the cupriata is a little agave. It's a little 20 kilos, for example. 20 kilos only. How many piñas of the cupriata you use for 3 tons? Many.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. It's different to the.
And they harvest all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
My God. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a hard work because, for example, in the wines, the beef produce grapes one time in a year. Okay?
Yes.
But don't cut the viñedo. Don't cut the beef. And in the case of the agave, you kill all the plant for produce mezcal.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The agave sacrificed her life for you drink the mezcal.
That's why it's expensive, the ancestral.
Exactly. It's expensive. It's expensive for the process, for the work, for the waiting to the plant grow out, you know? And in the case of the traditional mezcal, I see the ancestral mezcal. Now, the another category, traditional mezcal. You use animal, you use the taona, and use copper steel
Yes.
only. No industrial yeast, native yeast, okay? And in the
Okay.
case of the industrial mezcal, it's the same like the tequila. Don't
It's-
use the over into the land, no use over into the land. It's a big technification for cook the plants, cook the plant. And in another case, put the pineapple into the machine and
Crush it.
crush it and obtain the juice, and the juice fermented with the industrial yeast. Don't cook the plant. Wow.
They don't cook.
No, cook the plant.
But how? Because the cooking is important
But
to have more sugar to the fermentation.
No, but in the case of the industrial tequila, you only need the pineapple and crush the pineapple and the juice fermented with the industrial yeast. No, cook the plant.
Oh,
This is the industrial spirits of the agave.
it's why it's not so complex as the traditional and the ancestor.
No. It's very complex, the flavors and the difference more important in the mezcal. If you have many grades of alcohol, 55 grades of alcohol, you obtain more flavors and more aromas. No,
You have more mezcal and less water.
please. Because you drink 55% of agave essence versus 45 water.
Yes.
Water.
What do we should looking in the aromas of mezcal to understand what is good and what's not good, what's desirable? What is should we looking?
Okay, for example, it's different case because have many different types of agaves. For example, in the agave espadín, you found, for example, a citrical aromas in your nose and in your mouth, and smoky. Some very important. In the mezcal, too much smoky isn't a defect. It's
Interesting.
defect. It's a big defect because the producer don't choose good. They cook piñas. Much, ¿cómo te digo? Demasiado quemadas, too much burn.
Yes.
No use for the fermentation.
It's not
Only-
burn, should be smoked, right?
Exactly. Usas las piñas caramelizadas. No
Okay.
las quemadas. Las quemadas las tiras.
Interesting.
But the producers, for obtaining
So
more,
in the middle of those
Yeah.
piñas selected, when you cook it, you also have some kind of them that you are going not to use because they are not able to offer the perfect flavor and aromas.
Sí, porque sobreahumas el mezcal.
Interesting.
No,
Interesting.
I don't like the mezcal too much smoky. It's a defect, a big defect.
And the pechuga, it's you have a smoky evidence
No,
of smoky,
no.
but you also have a light and creamy aroma in that.
Yeah, it's because the breast of the animal. In the pechugas,
Yes.
use the breast of turkey or chicken or snake or lamb.
Snake?
Yeah, or lamb or pork.
Pork should be the most creamy.
And put the breast with mole. For example, in Puebla, le pones mole a la pechuga, mole with breast, and lo cuelgas dentro del alambique.
Mole with cocoa?
Yeah, don't touch the mezcal into this.
Just the vapor.
Yes, exactly. Because
With
the
mole?
Yeah, because the steam
That's why.
high and across the breast and impregnate the steam with crack cracked with the ¿cómo se dice? You cut the leaves of the sotol is similar of the pineapple of the agave, but it's different. It's different. Es como un arbusto. Es un arbusto con hojas, no con pencas, con hojas, without espinas.
Oh, it's a cactus.
No. The cactus is a suculenta. It's very different. The agave is not a cactus. Agave is a plant.
Okay.
It's a plant. It's not.
But it's a red fruit? No.
No. This is a nopal. This is a cactus. This is a cactus.
So you're gonna send us a picture of it.
But the agave.
Or do you have it in your office?
Okay. Yes, let me show you. Sí, el agave no es un cactus. Es una planta que the family of the agave is Agabaceae. The family of the agave. And in the case of the tunas or nopal, you know the nopal?
Mm-hmm.
You see the flag of Mexico with the halcon eat the snake into the nopal. It is nopal. It is a cactus.
Okay.
For example, the peyote is a cactus.
Peyote is a cactus, yeah.
Yeah, and the producers.
This I know.
Yeah, and the producers of mezcal in San Luis Potosí, when the peyote grow out in the desert, cut the peyote and produce mezcal with peyote, pechuga of the peyote, pechuga de peyote.
And how is the laws about it, all of this? Because how is the law about all of it? Because you see, you are taking animals and bringing and producing really together with the beverage. Yeah. How did the laws apply around all of it? Because you have the kind of keep and continue the tradition, but the laws of sanitarity and
health and security
doesn't bother, because here we have many problems with this. The traditional really way of producing cachaça that came from the Afro-descendants, we don't have it anymore at the plain way, and the place that we have, the guy are not interested to develop in a good way of flavor. It's already a bad product, they are producing just for sell to stupid people that want to buy a bad alcohol.
Exactly. It's the same case of in the agave spirits. For example, the much smoking the mezcal is a defect. Es un defecto. Demasiado ahumado es porque el productor puso piñas quemadas a moler en la fermentación. No, quítalas. Pero no entienden.
You needed to cook it, but not to burn it.
Exactly. And another defect is, for example, put into the copper steel the mosto.
Yes.
Con la fibra del agave. Y cuando está hirviendo, para que salga el vapor y choque, se quema la fibra y huele a petróleo. Quita la fibra, quítale la fibra. ¿No?
And there is some mezcals that put another ingredients together, like fruits or banana.
Yes, it's the pechuga. It's the same. Calls pechuga with breast of animal or only with fruits or flowers or herbs, Con hierbas, con flores, con cactus, con peyote. Depende la celebración. Depende la celebración y para qué. Y en México se cuida. Están cuidando mucho que los productores sigan con la tradición. Sigan.
Who is taking care of it? Who?
Personas como yo que ayudamos a que se concienticen del sabor histórico, conservar el sabor histórico, ¿no?
Perfecto. ¿Cómo how is the government about this conservation, like COFEPRIS? COFEPRIS.
No. The government don't help
Anything.
for the producers. Both, pero les cobran 53% de impuestos a los mezcales y a los destilados. Se muere
Here
el
is
productor.
80.
Se muere el
80.
83.
Here 83.
Fuck. It's a
That.
lot. It's a lot.
And they bother everybody that wanted to keep it ancestral and the
Exactly.
process.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can't have ancestral process anymore, not legally.
No, it's a handcraft,
Yeah.
historical process. But the government don't understand.
No.
Someday lost the ancestral process. And the old persons don't want to continue because the son say, "Oh no, I don't want to produce mezcal because anybody pay me good in Mexico. I prefer into the narcotráfico with the narcos."
That's really sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad, but cheers for the little producers.
The little
I
producers of the Latin force.
And the
Cheers.
Latin force of the Latin force.
Fuerza Latina.
La quinina.
Latina.
Latinina. Let me ask you one more thing. We already talked about mezcal, tequila, sotol. I know you have more spirits and booze over there. Could you tell us what's the
Bacanora.
Bacanora. The Bacanora is from Sonora. It's another mezcal from Sonora in the north of Mexico. And the
But
new
what's the difference? Why it's different?
Yeah, it's different because use another species of agaves. For example, the agave maximiliana is only used for the Bacanora, to produce Bacanora. Okay? And for example, Mexico have a new appellation of origin called raicilla. It's another mezcal in the coast of Jalisco, in the coast and in the mountains of Jalisco. And use the another species of agave, for example, the agave Ixtero amarillo, Ixtero verde, only for the raicilla.
Okay, but is a force together with all the producers, they are applying for the local recognition, or is the government or another kind of person, institution that is helping on it?
For the little producers. It's an initiative of the little producers.
They are connected, they are united.
Yes, connected.
But these appellations are official.
Yes, it's official in Mexico and in the world to recognize for the tratados, for example, of the Tratado of the Ginebra, to recognize the appellations in the world. No, the new appellation is raicilla, and in Mexico have 5 appellations for the spirits in Mexico: tequila, mezcal, bacanora, sotol, raicilla, and charanda.
Charanda, sí.
Cachaza, it's like a cachaza. It's produced
It's
only...
made from the fresh sugarcane juice?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, but the charanda only use melaza.
Oh, okay, so it's like a rum.
No juice, melazas, piloncillos.
Okay.
In the trapiche, you know the trapiche?
Yes.
And an ancestral trapiches is only in Michoacán, in one region called charanda.
Okay. Do you have pictures of this producer?
Yeah. I have my uncle to produce charanda in Michoacán.
Oh, nice.
Have 98 years and produce now.
And producing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. I really would like to try it.
And he works in Jamaica and bring the the
Idea, the
ideas
knowledge.
of the room of the Jamaica.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Amazing.
pero no le puso cachaza, le puso rudiment. Traditional rum of Mexico.
Amazing.
It's
Because
amazing.
there's something, all the knowledge, we were studying all the way the sugarcane spirits develop in the world. Always started here in Brazil in the 15th century and during the Dutch in Brazil. They produced rum because sugar
Yes.
was really
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
And then they were expelled from Brazil together with some French guys and all the people that were in the northeast part of Brazil, the most product part of sugarcane in Brazil. They stood there for like 200 and something years, and then they were expelled and went to Caribbean. And in Caribbean, they start to produce the same thing they produce it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the indigenous people here teach those to how to cook in something that we call, like, it's a barbecue made of wood. It's a grill made of wood.
A wooden grill, and they call it this wooden grill in Tupi.
Yeah.
It's moquin.
Moquin.
But the Dutch and the French can't spell moquin, they spell bouquin.
Bouquin. Yeah.
And the guy that used the bouquin, that have the technique of to cook with bouquin, was the bucanero.
Bucanero, claro, it's the bucanero. It's the same in Mexico.
It's the pirates, the French pirates.
Exactly. It's
so it's all connected. It's
exactly.
Like when you have we read something about the indigenous knowledge, and we can apply this for the Afro knowledge also. It's like a river, and when you throw a really big rock in the river, you have a lot of sips,
drops
and waves, and it goes all around in many places. So you have the knowledge and also the ancestral knowledge, a kind of lost, but you don't know how you know that, but you know, and you keep doing all those things that you learn.
And most of the people don't have the concern to know from where comes the technique they are using.
Exactly.
We are already
in Mexico. Use the Filipinal method, for example, for distillation. The Filipinal method is a piece of wood, and you put the mosto into there, and y pones una olla de barro arriba con agua y lo sellas con masa de maíz.
Oh my God! This is from Philippines.
Para que no se escape el vapor, con masa de maíz, porque es sagrada y la conserva.
Philippines. Do you have a picture of this or some kind of book that we can understand better?
Yes, I send you the photographs of the producers in a Filipinal method. It's
amazing.
Yes,
because we are talking with a lot of people from different countries in Latin America, and we are learning so much.
Yeah, learning a
lot.
But what is beautiful that is to see that there is a lot of difference, but there is a lot of similarities also.
Exactly, and it's the same feeling.
Yeah.
In Latin America, it's the same feeling. For example, the fermentation is in the beginnings of the human lives. Yes. Into the sperma and óvulo. It's a fermentation. No? Cheers! Salud!
I love you.
And there is a lot of soul.
Muy romántico.
But yesterday...
You must drink.
Drink a lot for the happiness.
Yesterday, Isadora said a phrase that I'm touched until today. That is pure poetry. Because the cachaça was developed over the sugarcane industry that used a lot of slave workers cachaça is a spirit that brings a lot of pain, but also a lot of love. And this is beautiful.
We must recognize all this labor that happened, all the Occidental, the Western countries developed from sugarcane, or some harvest came from European countries, and especially mostly in the labor of slaves. We have the black force around us, and also the black knowledge about fermentation, and also the distillation too, because they were the first of all to practice all of these, like labor, blades. So it's important to recognize it, and also to enhance the importance. The spirits are not from white people; they belong to black people.
Exactly.
Also.
Exactly. And this is the spirit of the human beings.
Yeah.
Yes. The main thing, they know how to harvest. All the producers are agriculture first of all. You were saying that the labor the guy of the ancestral mezcal has.
Yeah.
With a 900 kilos agave.
We have a big treasure in Latin America. You know?
Yes, but we must be connected.
With cachaça, with rums, with mezcal, with sotol, with a lot of the spirit of the indigenous people to live now in the modernity.
But you in Mexico, you keep some kind of those indigenous behavior. You have more indigenous than we have. Our culture about indigenous people were like extinct.
Yeah,
I'm a granddaughter of indigenous, and I don't have any kind of memory, any kind of behavior, any kind of culture. Instead of sharing every day, some kind of behavior that was erased from us.
Yeah, isn't a treasure. For example, my grandma isn't an indigenous, of the mom of my mom. And this is the cocote of my grandmom.
Oh, it was hers.
Of the grandmother of my grandmother.
Oh my God!
It's in family. It's in family for generations.
Exactly, and it's a treasure.
It is.
Yes.
It's a treasure, my friends.
But you keep in telling people how it is making, how it use it, and the knowledge us are recording and writing and passing through is really important to keep it alive. Brazil doesn't have anything of documents to prove a lot of things, because mostly would have been written from Catholic and in Iglesias people. So we don't have the people who live here writing down and saying what they see was happening. We know that we see the world how we are, not actually how everything is happening. So it's really confused and not accurate.
Y lo que tenemos que hacer es salvaguardar la historia de nuestras bebidas.
And also exchange it, because you have knowledge that also connects with our people. And Erin have knowledge also connected with the Colombian people, with Mexican and Brazilian people. We have all those things because it first was not divided. It doesn't have the fronteiras, como é que é? The
borders.
The borders. Was just a huge place.
Exactly.
It's not, you are in Mexico now, you don't have more to peace. Oh my God, you have to peace. You have many kind of indigenous people.
Exactly. Now the feelings or los sentimientos hoy es hagamos que los espíritus latinos crezcan. La cofradía de los espíritus. Hagamos una cofradía.
Sí, sí.
Y
por favor,
defendamos. Porque en México la bebida número 1 es el whisky. 55 millones de litros bebe el mexicano. Es ridículo.
Con dólar, you dollar and the dollar in the high.
Ya,
the
ya,
sky.
ya. Decía un presidente en México, tan lejos de Dios, tan cerca de Estados Unidos.
Sí,
Amigos, gracias.
gracias.
Gracias, muito obrigado, Lala.
Los amo.
Nossa,
A gente ama também.
Salud por
Acabou, peraí. Wait a minute.
sí, por el amor y por la vida.
Pela força latina.
por los espíritus latinos.
Por los espíritus latinos, salud. Por mis
Salud.
amigos de Brasil. Y viva la cachaza, viva el mezcal, viva la vida y viva el amor.